It was spectacular.
It was nice. It was nice.
Just nice.
A first date, first anniversary date. Let's put it out there.
Drill.
So Kina.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Kina. Kina, I don't mean to put your business out there, but Kina,
You don't. I don't mind.
Kina was on a date
crazy.
last night.
Right. Now, I had a thing. That was my first anniversary or date ever. Official date or whatever you want to call it.
It was the first
kind of lovey-dovey date-ish.
month anniversary.
Yeah, it was the first that I've ever celebrated because normally you just message the person and just be like, hey, we have a month today, and that'd be it. Never really done anything. So last night, I'm not a girly person. I don't really have girly stuff. Right. But let me tell you, Flawless and my cousin Emma, my
bestie,
take some good care of me. They felt so proud, and then afterwards they were trying to tell me what time to get.
We basically, yes, I gave her a curfew last night. Yeah,
guys. What?
So basically, when we came in, we were like, oh, if this is your first, the first real date you're going on with this person. So we thought it best that we dressed her up, made her look real cute and stuff.
Yeah, they made me look like a girl.
Let me tell you, Kina actually looked like somebody. Kina actually looked like somebody.
Tell the truth, I actually look human.
Kina looked amazing. I'm not going to lie. She had a glow. She was happy, being all blushy and stuff. And it was a nice vibe. It was nice. I gave her a curfew, although she came in about half an hour late. A whole hour.
A whole hour.
I was waiting up for her, by the way, for Bill.
She was flawless.
I really was.
Flawless locked the door. Yeah. Like she heard me out.
So
I know
she
wouldn't
heard me sneak outside. In. So she wouldn't sneak in. I heard when she was opening. I gave it about 2 minutes and then I went.
Yeah. Not even 2 minutes. Sis, you gave it a whole 5 minutes. I had to be knocking. And I know she was awake.
Yeah. I really was. Anyways, yeah. So it was nice. Speaking of which, guys, tell me what you think about first day. When do you think it's okay to call it I wouldn't say anniversary.
Well, as we have started, let's just let these guys know that this will be the topic today. We're gonna be talking dates
and stuff. Yeah, dating and all of that. So when I've never been.
I can't tell you there because I've never been on a date, but I've given advice to people.
You've never been on a date?
Last night was the first one, bro.
No, after not, I wouldn't say dating somebody, but after speaking to somebody, when do you think it's right to go on a date
with them?
With the person. After how long would you say is okay?
If I'm talking to you for 3 days and on the 4th day you say you want to meet, then let's meet. You know what I'm saying? Why are we waiting? I like food.
That's why you guys are wrong.
Why are we wrong?
Wow.
3 days and you just jump into a date.
No, but it's like you want to see me, so what I hiding for? Yeah, man.
Wow, how nice. What happened, Drill? Drill.
Mic volume.
Right.
So Drills is like we're dead wrong for that. Like we should
But here's this, right? Being a guy, why do you say that we're dead wrong for doing that? Yeah. Although we're not friends right now, but why do you say that? He know it.
Sorry, but yes.
The reason being is I personally would not want to do that. Before, really, I don't really know about you. Like, I don't observe your behavior or anything else.
That's why you're meeting up, to observe behavior.
Really, speaking, I would say, to be very honest, I would give it 3 to 5 weeks before that happens.
Mama, that's a month and a weeky.
Yep.
Different people.
Everybody thinks differently. I personally, I'm a anything, anytime.
Exactly. We'd be texting for only 3 days, and and you would tell me.
Let me tell you. And the thing is, sometimes you feel that energy, right? There are different people, different energies you feel.
Different vibes.
You can move on. I feel like it depends. It all depends. If I feel like you want to have good chemistry, we have a vibe going on and all of that, then why not? It could be the next day, probably half an hour after we start speaking, if you want to link. If I get that vibe about you half an hour after we start speaking, I feel like we can go on a date. I'm not saying, we're going to go to any hotel and do, but I'm saying you can take me out for some lunch,
Right.
I want roses. I like roses and chocolate and wine and all of that.
That's a hint. You just send out there.
Hint.
Hint. I mean, for me, it's like, okay, if we're talking for a few days and you're like, I'm in town, and I'm like, well, I'm in town, and it's like, well, hey, let's meet up, let's have lunch. it's officially a lunch date. Let's do this. Why we waiting, fam?
Right.
You know, I don't know if I'm going to die in the next day or something. You know, so let's
God forbid. Kina.
God forbid, but let's just do.
But honestly, I feel like there are people who think that there's a time limit to that. I feel like if you feel the vibe, if you feel the energy, if you feel like you guys have a vibe, then why not?
Oh, we got a call.
We got a call coming through. So yeah. Hello. Good afternoon. Thanks for calling. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, I can't hear you. You must push the wrong button on the board.
Hello.
So y'all push the wrong button
Can
on the
you
board.
hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear y'all now.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Right.
How can you feel the vibe while messaging and texting?
Because sometimes you guys speak and you guys have things in common, you know, like just let me tell you, technology is advanced now. You can video call and all of that. Sometimes seeing the person's face, you're speaking, you're blushing, you feeling that little chemistry. It's possible.
Not only that, I mean, especially sometimes you're talking to somebody per se.
Okay, I'm not hearing the other person at all.
Can you hear it now?
Hi, can you hear?
Not on natural now.
Okay, so it's basically it's like this. Sometimes you're talking to somebody, you know when they're happy, but you also know when their energy level drops because of the way they're responding or just things they're telling you. So you can feed off somebody's energy or vibes simply by a text message. You don't really have to be in person to know, feel somebody's energy.
Just by what they tell you.
Okay, so what if the person giving you that energy on the phone, but really and truly that person just don't have no energy?
Well, if that's the thing, if I meet you after we speak and I see you have no energy, bye-bye, good luck.
But that's the point. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
How can you tell if that person has that vibe?
I guess that's the whole point of going on the dates afterwards.
I suspect, because you cannot see, to me, you cannot feel the person's energy or vibe while texting. I can tell you anything I want to tell you,
Right.
Anything.
True.
Anything.
Right.
I can make you feel I'm the best person in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you fall. You mean to tell me you're going to fall I hope you're not falling head over heels just because of the texting and the messaging.
There are people who do that. There are people who do that just over the phone. I mean, I've had people who fall for me over just by seeing me on Facebook
or watching a picture.
Watching pictures, and that person is like,
hold on. Okay, I can understand the picture thing. But just for watching a picture, and you even know the person?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was this guy that was like, I like your personality. And he just said hi to me like 2 minutes ago. So I'm
he likes your personality and he just say hi? Something wrong with me.
I asked him, how can you like my personality? Like, what you like so much? You don't even know me. The man told me it's my picture he likes to see, so he know me. I'm like,
picture he like,
So by that he knows your personality, right?
That is
crazy.
But I think today,
yeah.
And I don't want to give it age, class, no nothing.
Right.
I think today people just, I don't know, they're just not, they're not paying attention to certain things. I mean, before there was this messaging, everybody used to go on MSN Messenger and that kind of thing, right? Or you have to send that. How can you tell there if anybody is that interested or not? You understand? You know that's how a lot of people get into things that they should not get into.
Right.
Some people get themselves in a lot of trouble, as in finding themselves with all kind of negative people and elements out there.
Yeah.
We need to be very, very, very careful when we are texting and what y'all are saying. What the other thing y'all are saying? Messaging and texting and what else?
And video calling.
And video. Well, you see the video calling. The video calling, yes, you can tell.
Yeah.
Right.
You understand? Because you can throw a question at the person and just by the facial expression or how the person thinks, and you could tell that. But how can you tell just by messaging, like what Kina just said?
I guess
the man just sees her picture. It's a still picture. Hi, I like your personality.
Yeah.
Me say real cool, And I saying it for him to hear, you know, because he must be listening. Because he likes her personality, so he listens. People are really cool, you know.
Her picture probably has personality. No.
You understand?
But I've had that happen to me. Like I can show you right now if I have to go in my inbox on Facebook. The amount of messages I get about, oh, I'm in love with you. People who's been messaging me from 5 years ago, still messaging me, and I've been not even taking them on, and it's like every day is I love you, I love you.
I have an answer for that one on the messaging and the texting.
What's the answer?
H M M M M M M M M M M M M M M and the M in finishing as all. You never sit down with me by a bar to take a drink. You never see me vex.
Right.
You never see me like, you know, talking to you about something that I'm passionate about. You've never interacted with me like that.
Right.
And all of a sudden now
you love.
You in love?
What you love.
Is our love.
Oui.
Love under my foot.
But anyway, let's not go into that because I have another thing that come up with that and so on and so on because
what happened to you there?
You see the lady in the little brown dress on the next side over there?
Which lady in the brown
dress? Yeah, that lady there that when you see her picture you fall in love and you're in love with her personality. That one. Yeah. That's what I say. Now you boy, you must be have some serious, I don't know boy, Hail Mary thing going on there. For a man to just watch your picture and fall in love. What's going on with that?
It happens.
It happens.
No, it's happening. These people have issues.
This psychotic, I feel.
I don't think it's a psychotic kind of thing.
No, it doesn't even have to be that. It could be just somebody probably just saying
lonely.
That just because.
Exactly.
Lonely or
looking for the company.
Or just trying to get somewhere.
Or looking for somebody to play.
Well,
even that
know.
too.
Or just trying to get a place.
I don't know. Just trying to get a place.
A place?
A place.
What you mean?
What? Just now they want to be on your plate. Anyway, I think honest to God and seriously, people need to be aware of these dangers.
Right.
And not because you're talking to somebody on. If I don't interact with you, I cannot tell you that I like you. And I have to really interact with you. I have to see you vex. I have to be teasing you about something that you're not very comfortable with to see your reaction. For example, an umbrella.
Well.
I knew that would come up. You understand?
You need to share that joke with her. See,
you couldn't leave that one alone.
No. But you see, you have to see the person's reaction.
You couldn't leave that one alone.
What I'm saying is, you cannot tell that person or see how that person is, or without that kind of interaction.
Right.
And the texting and the messaging just does not do it. Right. So you have to be very, very, very careful how you move forward with that kind of
right. And listen,
I agree.
I've had situations where I'm like, yo, I'm not into that. Sitting on the entire day, probably voice calling or video calling or texting. I'm not that type of person. I would much rather meet up and speak to you face to face. And I don't know, people just don't even want to do that anymore. This is all about Facebook and WhatsApp and all of that. People don't want to meet up anymore. People don't even want to go through the process of dating anymore. It's just
let me tell you something. You know how fun it is. You know how fun it is to date.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
It is fun. Why people don't want to do that again? Go to the movies, throw popcorn on each other.
Yeah.
You know, spill the juice especially. And say, oh, I'm sorry. Let me wipe it for you, please. Right. You know.
They don't want to do that no more. They just want to go.
They rush into things. There's no mystery in anything anymore. Before, like, you know, you a good month and a half you're dating. You know, when you're finally ready to do whatever you're doing, it could be more than a month, right?
Right.
But when you're finally ready, like you guys have been waiting for that so much. It's crazy. What could happen these days is just meet tonight.
Yeah.
Do it, and then tomorrow you're starting to date.
Here's the famous one. Meet me by the square.
Yeah.
Meet you by the square? Why? For what? And they never want to meet at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Always in the night.
Always
anytime after 6 o'clock.
Right.
These are red flags.
Right.
These are the little things that you have to look.
That
especially when somebody's messaging you and so on.
Or if it's just asking you to come over to his place,
right.
or trying to meet you in public and all of that. All those things we should be very observant of. Because
these are totally red flags, you know.
Hello. They are red flags. Anytime somebody wants to meet you, anytime they don't want to meet you in the day, or they don't want to meet you in public, in a public place, that's a red flag.
Yeah,
you're meeting the person for the first time.
Right.
Yeah?
he said you come over to my home. You can cook. We can
Yo.
chill and Netflix.
I had this huge problem with a guy that was like, I was meeting him for the first time, and he was like, come over, we're going to cook.
Come over, we're going
To
to
see
cook.
my expression, because in my mind, I know you. I don't feeling comfortable with you yet. Why can't we just go and have food? We don't even have to go get food. We can just sit and chill, you know? What
That is enough for me. If you tell me that, I just block. That's my thing too. And
Trust
and my
me,
bestie always
block
tells me,
and
"Shanice, you're
delete
not
it."
supposed to be that way."
Yeah.
The minute you
Disres-
feel, you feel so comfortable, right? You feel that it's okay to invite me. We just started speaking, probably 2 days now, telling me, "Oh, if I want to chill, I can come over to your home." I instantly blocked.
Yeah.
Delete everything.
Bye-bye.
I don't have time for that. I feel I know better. I know somebody who values me would probably want to
Exactly.
meet me after, probably long after that, probably take me on a date,
Well, hey,
for
that's all.
lunch or to a picnic or something. It's not home vibe and Netflix and
We
chill.
look at the negative of it. Let's look at the positives of it.
Right.
I think sometimes because of the technology and because of the distances and the way that people are busy, they always up and about it. It is a good way to communicate.
Right.
Okay? You just meet somebody for the first time. I was thinking about you. The person might ask you why. Just so.
Yeah.
But anytime you see the conversation starting to be a little bit too, how would I say, I don't know, corny,
Oh, I get you.
that kind of thing,
Yeah.
red flag,
I feel you. Yeah.
red flag.
Mm-hmm.
If it is not direct and to the point,
Exactly.
you know that person is on Margie or on Papi Show.
True.
You understand? Now, there are some people that they direct, than the other person that they're talking to, like to take them for Papi Show.
Right.
All these little things have to come into play when they text it. And these are the things that you have to be aware of. Some people are just straight genuine and the other person just can't see it.
Right.
And then they have the people that they sweet talk. Some people just like people to sweet talk them.
Right. It's true. It's
You know?
very
And
true.
it's the sweet talk they fall in for.
Yeah.
They don't like the straight and up front. You need to be careful with these things.
Yeah, now that's the thing. I would rather somebody come to me bold-faced and tell me, just tell me what it is, how it is. At least it would be easier for me to
Yeah,
make
let
a
the person
decision.
just digest it one time,
Right, instead
Get
of
to the point.
Exactly, instead of you beating around the bush with me. Today you're here, tomorrow you're there. Your mind is all over the place. I don't know what you're thinking, because there are people like that, confused. They're talking to you nice today about something, trying to change the topic about something else, or they indirect about their questions and all of that. That's just a turn off for me. I don't know. I just feel like if you come in at me, come at me good. Tell me whatever it is. I'm not a child. I'm not about to beat around no bush. I don't live in bush anymore. That was back in the days. You get me?
I think you are easily you are more susceptible to accepting somebody who's straight and upfront with you than somebody who like to waylay you all the time.
Yeah, I don't have time for that. That's for children.
You understand?
I'm grown. Yeah.
I mean, yes, the teasing and the joking and the thing, yes, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
So on and so on.
nice.
But when it comes to you want to get straight to the point, get straight to the point.
Exactly.
You understand? Say what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Teasing and joking is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're going to tell somebody about, oh, I am interested in you, tell them straight up. Don't come and no, crap, Margie. And that is what a lot of y'all young people like to fall for. I'm speaking to the young people out there. They like to fall for that sweet talk kind of thing. The person that have more words, that's more eloquent. Somebody could just say, look, I really like you. And they're like, okay. And they want to know more. I like to see the way you walk in and how you just paint your toes and the way you hang in your hair on one side and the nice little brown dress you're wearing. And Margie, no, I like you. Why? Because you are that. But they want the nice little sweet talk in there.
Right.
The bra that fits you and it's well tight on you, and I like to see that. Margie.
Oh, so what you're saying is they rather some physical compliments.
That's right. They want to hear that kind of, instead of somebody just being straight honest. I like you because of your personality. Whether you get vexed for the umbrella, whether you get vexed for the ice cream, whether you get vexed for the toes, it doesn't matter. They don't like the bold-facedness. They want this little lie on the side.
But let me tell you, I don't even think it's about that anymore. Like girls, women, no disrespect to you ladies. I know I should be representing you, but at the same time, I feel like women don't even want to do things again. From the time you have money, you can talk. You can, let me
That
tell
was my
you.
next point.
Let me tell you, you can diss them, disrespect them, all of that. If you call them for $500 later, I bet you they're forgetting everything that happened before that.
Like-
And
like
baby, I
this is-
love you. I'm sorry. I was
No,
wrong.
no. You see that kind of thing and these kinds of people. That's who you have to be very careful of. And that's you cannot know these kinds of people when you text in and you message in.
Right.
It's a close, upfront, and personal kind of interaction with the person, you know. So one needs to be very careful.
But I feel like there are people though. You can tell.
I don't think so.
I feel like I can tell.
Let me play devil's advocate here and say I don't think so.
I feel like I can tell because I've had my experiences and I like to fouiller people. I like to ask a lot of questions. Why this and why that and what you get me? Like I like to ask questions. So
Well,
I
hear
can
that now.
tell.
I understand that, but ask the questions up in front of the person's face. I think when you see the reaction on somebody's face,
It is better.
it is much better than when you are listening to the thing. Like I said, moi ça do n'importe bagay moi vle do. I can vergle you how I want to vergle you. You understand? I think the upfront. If you really like me, let us meet in the library and sit down and talk about stuff. A public place first, where it's safe. And then you could decide whether you want to meet by the person by the square at 6 o'clock in the evening.
I feel you.
You understand?
I feel you.
Right. You ladies have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you
Right.
so much for calling.
Thanks for calling. Bye bye.
Yes.
And of course, that was our very own Mr. Makari. So we want to shout him
Yes.
out and thank him.
Mr. Troublesome.
Indeed. Thank him for calling. So yeah, as we were saying, you know.
Yeah, I feel like as we were saying, I feel like I can tell online. I can tell online because I can tell what is real to me and what is not. Because I like to ask questions, and I would just straight up video call you. If you tell me you like me or something, depends on how long. I'll just video call you.
Yeah.
Just so I can why you like me, but you don't even know me. Like okay, I hope nobody's listening. I hope nobody catches feelings over this. So. Right, somebody some time ago, I'm not going to say when it happened, told me they're in love with me after about 2 weeks.
Right.
So I'm like it's only been 2 weeks. This person is like, oh, but I know what I feel. I'm like, dude, it's only been 2 weeks. You don't even know me. You don't know anything about me. What makes you think it's okay to fall for somebody in a matter of weeks? And I believe in love at first sight and all of that.
Of course.
I believe people can fall for people overnight, blah, blah, blah. But in that case, I felt it like it was infatuation, obsession, probably just the idea that I'm there. That's what it felt like to me. And I don't know. I just feel like Shanice is a very complicated individual, and I don't think anybody should just. You should get to know somebody. I don't think it's okay to fall for anybody in that short period of time. Yeah,
there are times where I get turned off really quickly, you know, because you would start talking to me for like 2-3 days, and you will tell me I love you or Mama, I really love your personality, and I'll just throw me off because in my mind I'm just like, bro, have you seen me cry? Have you seen me angry? Have you seen like me go through my ups and downs and push you away and then pull you back in? Like we haven't even built that kind of relationship, and you want to talk about love?
And that is what I do as well. I like to push and pull and pull and push.
Yeah, I want to pull you in all corners. Let me see how well you can take me. You know?
I don't know. It's something I've been told that I do often, and sometimes I'm not aware of it. But I'm the type of
I'm
person.
aware of it because I know I do it on purpose.
Wow.
I do it on
nice.
purpose. It's something I do just to see if you really did. And
I think I've done it so much that sometimes I'm not aware of it. And yeah, like I'm known to be like that, but I don't know. Like if you can, I don't think anybody can handle that. Any the pushing and pulling and the I'm unsure or I'm sure, but today I'm sure, tomorrow I'm not sure. You know, like I'm that confusing to anybody who's to anybody who's planning to step up to me. I'm super confusing. I'm not confused. I just confuse people.
Right.
It happens. It happens. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I'm not saying that's how I am all the time, because that is like one of my flaws. I have so many other good things going for me.
Right.
Like in terms of when I'm in a relationship, I like to see people grow. I've been told that I like projects, because I do like projects. I like to help people. I don't know why. I don't know.
It's just, I think it's a Virgo thing.
I think it's a Virgo thing. It really is. Like, I like projects. I like to meet you when you're down and just help you. I like to leave people better than when I met them.
Yeah,
You know?
for
But
real.
yeah, but it's just something that I have a lot of good things going for me, but trust me, I can have a lot of bad things. But in terms of me falling for people overnight,
That doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
The
It's-
only time I've realized this one time, that this one person who's currently in my life fell in love, is because I've understood that they didn't have anybody to be a backbone for them, and the fact that you probably you come into their life right now and you're being their backbone, and you're being there, you're supporting them, you're doing everything for them, and it's like they start loving you,
Right.
because that's there are situations like that. You meet the person in less than 3 weeks and they feel like you're their world,
Right? So it
but then, and you
happens.
self watching, but what I doing so
But,
I'm just
and that's the thing too. Sometimes we like to put ourselves down there, like we feel like, we're not that we're not enough, but we haven't done enough, or we haven't
Yeah.
shown enough, or we haven't, like I said, there are people who genuinely just fall for people, like they don't need to see they don't need approval, they don't need a validation or anything like that. It's like, I meet you, I like you, I really like you, like your spirit, your energy, it just moves me and all of
Yeah.
that. There are people that way, but I don't know, to me
Take your time.
those people are rare.
yeah, they are.
I feel like they're rare, and most people who say they're that way, I don't always think that they're that way. I think because of personal experiences and all of that. So yeah, somebody said don't. Somebody sent me a message. Let me see what it says.
Right.
Oh, that's not about that.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, so yeah, so what was I saying? Yes, I believe those people are rare, and it's not everybody who comes up to you and says I love you genuinely means it. There are people who mean it, but I think you should take your time to get to know the person. And again, I believe in dating and all of that, and it's like nobody wants to date anymore. Whatever happened to the mystery of getting to know the person
And going out on
And
plenty
going
of
out,
dates, seeing
right.
the different parts of where you guys haven't been.
Make that person mad, make that person happy, make that person sad, see how the person reacts. See if that's the type
Yeah.
of thing you want in your
Now
in your life.
that's what I mean when I say take them to every corner. I'm going to
Right.
make you sad. I'm going to make you angry. I just going to make you happy. I'm going to make you feel like you want to choke me sometimes. Like literally kill me.
You probably like that.
For real. There's no lie. Like, I am going to do that to you just to see what you gonna come back with it.
We like to test people. I think Keena and I, we like to test people. We
Yeah.
like to push people and test them to see how
And
they're
then,
going
you know
to
what I'm
react
saying? If you
to certain things.
if you do a good job, you might just get some honey.
Wow, Keena.
honey means love. Okay,
Honey means love,
Honey
okay.
means love.
But
Love,
yeah,
flawless.
but women, like, don't settle just because a guy probably comes up to you, or even to the guys too, or because this girl comes up to you after just a short period of time and say they love you. I think you should take your time. Don't rush into anything. I mean, if the person genuinely loves you like they claim to, I don't think that person is going to go anywhere. So what is you're not going to lose anything. Take some time to find out who that person really is. If that
Right.
person is even genuine, find out about the person's past. Let me tell you, I can be an investigator. I like to dig about your past, what you've done, what you haven't done, what you want to do. That is me. I like to find out information.
I don't
So,
I don't dig with the past.
I do.
I don't know. Like
I
I feel like your past is your past. If you've learned from it and you've grown from it and you now know that you're not gonna go back into that place, then your past has nothing to do with me. Until your past chooses to follow you and it troubles me, then we're gonna have a
And
problem.
that's my thing. I rather know. When I find out what your past is, if it doesn't affect me or will not affect me in any way, then fine.
Right.
But the minute I get to know, probably, who knows, sometimes you've done stuff and you probably got something from doing those stuff. All those things I would want to know about. And even that too, I feel it's very important when you start dating that you guys probably, if you're really if you're sure about that's the person you want to be with, why not? You can go and get a test together, and all those things builds bonds and all of that.
All of that is in planning.
Yeah, and I've noticed that when people hear that about going and get tested, especially now the generation of today, everybody's like scared.
Yeah, why are you scared?
Because you've been doing stuff. Like, there are so many ways to protect yourself now to do. There are so many things you can do. I feel like, to me, if you can go get tested with the person you want to start a future with, that builds the best bond ever. Good. It's like you guys are clean after you get tested. You guys are clean, so anything goes. Is you and your person.
Kelly be boy.
unless one of you, there's infidelity in the relationship. I feel like that could be the start of a beautiful relationship. Just getting those steps done together. Even with me, I like to go to the doctor. I like to get checked up and stuff. I always want to go with my person because my person is gonna get checked up too. Right. I can't go to the doctor and get a checkup and you're not doing anything. You understand me? I feel like those things builds bonds and all of that, trust even. That makes a relationship very beautiful, especially when you're just starting off.
It also can make a friendship come closer. You guys can build a better friendship, because these are the stuff I do with my friend Makira. Shout out to you, boo boo. I hope you're doing good, you and that baby. Before she got pregnant, these are the stuff that we did, make sure that we were okay. I would be sick and she and I would go to the hospital together. She would be sick and I would meet her at the hospital. And I think these are the things that bring you guys closer. It doesn't have to be just a couple thing, but in friendships also, you could watch for all of that.
Right. You really can. But yeah, to the ladies and also to guys, if you're just getting into a relationship, I suggest that you don't rush into it. Like we said, get to know that person.
Date.
Like, old-fashioned dating, old-fashioned relationships to me were the best.
Girl, I'm an old soul, so I know.
Sometimes after 3 weeks, a month, and then that first kiss comes,
Ooh.
and then you feel butterflies in your tummy.
Because you've been watching
Because you've been, let me tell you, when you finally get it, and probably you have a little wine in your system, so that feeling in your tummy, behind your neck, and everywhere.
Touch me, sis.
You know exactly what I'm talking about,
I know
right?
what you're talking about, because
and then that kiss keeps you like wanting more, right? The suspense keeps you on your toes. Probably the next kiss even better until probably 2-3 months after you guys decide to. Probably it's the right time to do the do.
Let me tell you, I've been getting kisses on my forehead for 3 months. 3 months I getting kisses on my forehead until we started like the dating process was 3 months, right? I getting kisses on my forehead,
right? Until
we started like, you know what, let's just do this. Now and I getting
But yeah, that's the thing. That's the good thing about dating, and people don't know why dating is there. It's because, like, okay, let's say you meet somebody, you rush into it, right? You guys do it on the first night.
It's not.
It's okay when you do it on the first night, but I feel like it can be way better if you get to know that person, right? You fall in love with not just a person's physical appearance, but intellectually, emotionally, all of that. You fall in love with that person's spirit. Person probably has a really nice personality that matches yours. You guys operate on the same frequency. You get me? And Kina is happy because she probably found that person.
I feel you.
Yeah. So, there's nothing better than that when you guys just have, like, you guys are literally compatible in every single thing. Yeah. You get me? If that person can do that, then you can do that. Like you cover that person's flaws, that person. That is the type of relationships I'm talking about.
I know, right? Like last night when you guys were like, you guys compliment each other.
Right?
I was like,
and it's always nice to see, like, when you're with somebody, compliment that person. I hate when I see somebody looking this way and this person is. I don't like get to know people. Whatever happened to getting to know people and just falling in love the old-fashioned
I believe dating opens an arena where you guys could get to know each other better on a higher level. Like it's just, I don't know, it's just something about the whole dating process. It's worth it, sis.
It's worth it. It really is worth it. I don't know, like every time Whenever I date, it always like I always blush when I go to the dates. You know, I'm always like on edge or really nervous. And
Yeah.
you know, sometimes if you really like the person and the person touches you, like you feel that warm feeling.
Girl,
you know what I'm talking about?
Last night I was so nervous. I was just like,
That, like, to me, those are the best. When it comes to sleeping with somebody on the first night or probably a week after. A week after may not be bad.
Let's just say this, right? There are some relationships where you guys meet and you guys do this thing on the first night
and it lasts.
and it lasts forever. But
Yeah.
that's a rare situation.
Right.
You know, it doesn't always happen
It's not always
that
that
way.
way. Mhm.
You know, so sometimes you just want to take your time. And sometimes even when that thing happens, I feel like when, you know, you have intercourse on the first night, what happens is that you two build fear. One is like, wait, I don't want to be locked down. This is not what I wanted. And the other is like, wait, I just slept with this person. So does this mean that, you know, we should actually get into a relationship because I already go and sleep with this person? So I feel that's what it kind of builds, having intercourse on the first night. But then when you guys actually take your time, now you know, yeah, I'm gonna ask somebody there.
Right. And there was this thing I think it was on YouTube, right? It was some dating thing, like some matchmakers thing, where I think you pay 15,000 euro. Should I say the amount of money on air? Anyway, you pay a certain amount of money, and then they fly you over to whatever country you choose the person from. So it's like a whole...
Wasn't that matchmate.com?
No, it wasn't
No?
that.
Oh.
It wasn't that. I can't remember the name exactly, but then it was this thing where they flew the person down. Well, the guys, because it was a group of guys, they flew them down to the country. I think everybody chooses a different country, and then they put them in groups according to the country you pick. And then the episode that was filmed is flew everybody down to that one country. And this guy met this girl, and then they moved in together. It was really early. It was like probably 5-6 days after 5-6 days after they started talking and all of that, and then they decided to move in and whatever. And then I think 2 nights after he moved in, they ended up sleeping together.
Well, duh.
The girl is in love, the guy isn't.
Ah.
The girl enjoyed, the guy didn't.
Ah.
Yeah, so and she felt bad.
I would.
She felt really bad. She was broken. She was crying and all of that. And the guy literally, he behaved super heartless. He was like, oh, he's paying his money for to get the right person and all of that. And you know, he just wasn't he didn't care about her feelings, how she felt about what happened. I mean, after
Wow.
sleeping with somebody, you just slept with somebody. It's like you're like
I
being
know.
dismissive, and you don't want to be with her, and you're paying your money for whatever.
I saw a similar show like that where they're couples. Well, no, they're not couples. Let me not say that they're couples. They meet on the first day and they get married, and they throw the two couples in a house.
Right.
Like they just make them meet on the first day.
Right.
They get them married and they send them into a house, and they tell them, you know what, that's you meeting the person for the first time on your wedding day, and
Right.
you're about to marry somebody that's a stranger,
Right.
and you're forced to like just cope with the person.
How would you deal with that situation?
First of all, I wouldn't be in that situation because I would never sign up for something like this. But if I were to end up in a situation like this, it's like I'm a peaceful person,
Right.
so I can cope with a lot. But what if they pair me with somebody that's not compatible to me? Then I'm scared. I might just
Right.
kill that person.
Kina. Kina, I don't know. It depends. Like if it's just to try it out.
No, they supposed to get married they getting married for real.
Right.
They getting a real divorce if they want to get divorced, because there was some of them that
Right.
stayed on for like 10 years, and they showing you how they living, and there was a couple of them that only stayed married for weeks. There was some that stayed married for months, and they just couldn't take on each other anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how I would deal with a situation like that. But if I tried it out, probably would just give the person a fair chance. I mean, I wouldn't go rushing and sleep with you just because we have a title, we're married,
I
or
would.
anything like that. You would?
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably a day after.
How nice.
Let me tell you, if we married.
Yeah, but you don't know
if
each
that
other.
wine hit my brain, and we supposed to be married, and we married, and we end up sleeping on the same bed, and the wine hit my brain,
It's over.
KO.
So Kina would definitely. I don't know, Kina, let me tell you,
Kill.
girl. But yeah, I feel like if I was in a situation like that, I probably would just get to know the person, blah, blah, blah. Question though.
Yeah.
If you were paid
Oh
a
God.
sum of money to just, I guess, get with somebody, like just get married and all of that, would you do it? Total stranger, you've never met the person before.
Can I
You don't even
imagine?
know what the person looks like.
Can I imagine that we don't know each other? Can we play like we know each other? We can do that, man. We can
What?
cheat. We can cheat and play like we don't know each other.
What you talking about?
I mean, like, let's say I know you, but because I want the money, I just and I
No,
want to
like,
marry
that,
you.
like the person is going to give you somebody, right?
I want to do that.
And you've never met the person before, but you're getting a huge sum. Let's say $600,000.
$600,000 alone?
Wow, Kina.
Not even a meal?
We're talking about St. Lucia.
Not even a meal?
Okay, you're getting paid $1 million. Let's say $1 million.
$2 million.
Wow, every time I go higher, you're going to go higher. Let's say you're getting paid the amount of money you want to get married to a total stranger, and you're supposed to remain married, not cheat, anything like that. Do you think you'd be able to do that?
No, because I feel like you can't put a price on love.
Wow.
You know, so
I would put $10 million on that love. Love would come eventually. Can I get an amen? I'm just joking. I don't know. Probably.
Wow. You would.
I probably would.
You
I'm
would.
telling you, because I can't let $10 million.
Imagine
go
they
by.
give you a boy. Imagine they give you a boy, and they tell you they didn't give you the money. You don't spend the money, and they tell you that's your partner.
Then that could be my partner, but
Wow.
my partner will have a horrible marriage.
Wow. How nice.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. If I was in a situation like that, I'd probably do it.
I would not.
I definitely would. I know Makari probably wants to call right now. You better not call that phone. Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I would probably do it, and the love would come after, because I feel like the more time you spend with strangers and whatever, it builds a relationship.
They
builds
just
a
buy
love.
your love. Imagine they just buy you a whole person and tell you
$10 million.
they buy you a whole person.
I'm definitely gonna get. Let me tell you, that $10 million can give me a whole lot of family. I don't know. I probably would. I'm just dreaming a little, guys. I'm just, why not? Why not? The opportunity presents itself. I'm single, and why not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Would you? You wouldn't?
No,
I probably
unless
would.
they don't tell me I gotta pick the person I want to be with. No.
You can pick for me, just as long as he is these years free and all
For
of
real.
that.
For real.
I'm pretty fine. Don't have to be the best looking guy. I can make you look good.
Me,
Yeah,
if they
I've
tell
got that.
me if they tell me to pick the person and the person have to be a complete stranger to me, I deleting all photos I have
Wow.
of the person, and I pick in the person I want, and I tell them that's the one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How nice. So yeah, like, I don't know. That's what it is for me.
Right.
But yeah, in terms of dating though, like we were saying, I believe, like, as much as I believe in love at first sight, I believe there is a process to everything. And there's a process to dating, and it shouldn't be rushed or anything
Right.
like that. You should take your time, get to know the person, fall in love the old-fashioned way, when you get butterflies in your tummy and you're anxious to see the person. It feels like school day love and all of that. Like, you know,
And then
like
when
you,
they kiss you, you feel like
you
you
melt
fainting.
and you still get goosebumps. And that's the thing. I'm the type of person, I want every kiss to feel like the first.
Girl,
I still get goosebumps. Up to today, I still get goosebumps. I'm not going to hide it.
Oh, I don't get goosebumps.
I get it. I get it.
Let me tell you what I get.
we can't see.
Waterfall goosebumps. I get goosebumps.
But yeah, I still do. I'm that type of. I'm corny like that. I like romantic things and
Right.
lovey-dovey
I mean,
things.
that is the sign though.
Right.
A whole romantic woman.
Right. I'm always a pest in the relationship. I like trouble. I like to give trouble. I like lovey-dovey
annoying.
things. I love being reassured that I am the one. I'm the only one that you're in love with. I need that reassurance, and it's something I just feel like I need. I think all women need it. All women.
But I need it desperately.
I'm not too keen on anniversaries and all of that. I'm just not.
Neither am I.
Like,
and that's why
I
it was so nerve-breaking for me last night. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna put anything on me because I really care. I ain't really all for it. Until I tell you all it was my first, and you all felt like dolling me up.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not an anniversary person. Like, okay, what's up? I'm not even a birthday person. Everybody knows that I'm not a birthday person. I don't see the need in dolling up, and just because it's only been we've been together for a year. Oh my God, it's your anniversary, blah blah blah. If we're married, then fine. I'll make a big deal out of it
for sure.
But if we're if we're just dating or we're together. Okay, yeah, we've been together for a year. You want some chocolate? That's me.
I'm serious.
Well, if it's a big deal to you, then I'm gonna go all out.
Right. It all depends on your person and how your person feels. Like, I'm not somebody who goes for Valentine's Day, and people know that. But if you want to feel like you want to get me something, then obviously I'm gonna allow you, and I'm gonna get you something back because it's supposed to be a win-win situation. You know. So yeah, you just have to find that compatibility, and sometimes you just have to sacrifice things that you don't want to do. You just have to do it,
Right. Because again, in a relationship, it takes two hands to clap.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't do everything on your own. Yes, it has to take a mutual
bond.
Not bond, but both of you guys have to be trying. Both of you have to be willing to do what you need to do for each other's happiness. And again, not because you don't like something means that you can't participate in it if your partner likes it.
Right. And I was saying that the other day, just because you don't like something, if your partner likes it, then you could actually get involved. Just because your partner likes church and you like church, I mean, take a Sunday and just go to church with your partner. Make them feel good. There's nothing wrong in...
Unless if you're Adventist.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, even though, because, I mean, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. But...
What?
I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. Do you know that Auntie Yin is a Jehovah's Witness?
Asylum. Asylum isn't listening.
No, he isn't.
He's probably going to hear just now. Asylum. So yes, Kina, you're.
Did you know that Auntie Yin is a Jehovah's Witness?
I didn't even know you were.
Did you know that she was?
Because
they came by today and I was shocked.
I'm instantly scared of you. I'm instantly scared.
Why are you scared?
Because you're a Jehovah's Witness.
No.
Dude. When I see you guys, your people, I usually run.
You see, and that's the state of mind that people have now.
Right. So, did you know that Kina's
I was raised.
Witness?
I was raised as well.
Raised? You are.
While we're on that topic,
I
just got this a few minutes ago.
Witnesses, but listen. No, not your regular Jamaican Jehovah's Witnesses. Jamaican Jehovah's Witnesses. And look at this.
So they actually printed the material in the patois. Like Jamaican.
Who really control this here world here?
Yeah, we actually do that. We have a whole Creole Bible, like an entire Creole Bible.
Me are dead. This is what the Bible says.
Oh my God,
the devil control the whole world.
Because the thing is, they're trying to fit everybody's needs,
I get
so
you,
if
but
this is the way you understand and this is the way you're brought up.
I wasn't expecting that.
Neither am I. I have to hit up my grandmother. I'm going to hit up.
Yeah,
really?
You literally just got it as we were speaking of that.
You see how dope Jehovah's Witnesses are?
No,
they're catering for
you
all
guys
their
are
people.
Scary.
Am I scary?
You're very scary
Am
right
I
now.
scary?
That explains everything.
Don't you see how humble and sweet we are?
You're not humble and sweet.
I'm not humble.
No, you're
you're
a Wilson ship's clothing. That's what you are. Oh, so Kina, what time is it? It's already 4 minutes to.
I didn't tell this. We need a whole 2 hours.
I think we should start
we need 2 hours.
Probably not 2 hours. Probably an hour and a half.
We need 2 hours.
Probably an hour and a half.
we need 2 hours. 2 hours.
Probably an hour and a half. Asylum.
Keep going.
Probably an hour and a half.
Right. So.
But yeah. So
I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, but I have friends, that came to school. They were at school with me. Well, Form 5 because I didn't make friends at all. Until Form 5. One was 7 Days Adventist, and one I think it was Christ the Lord or some church she used to go to. But some church.
Right.
You know how they have so much church them days. You can't tell which.
Right.
So she went to one of them, and if I was over at their place and it was a Sunday and their family would go to church, I would go with them. We're friends.
And you're Jehovah's Witness.
And I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Or if they were at my place and I were to go to, meeting, they would come with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
How nice. I was raised at first Baptist.
All right.
Then I think I did a little Pentecostal.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Adventist, strictly Adventist after that. I remember I wasn't allowed to eat stuff, different
Like
things
pork.
like pork.
Can I ruin do you like marshmallows?
Not really. They're
But-
too slimy. Like they're soft and
Yeah, but I mean, there are lots of Adventists that eat marshmallows. So for those of you who don't know, and you're told that you're not supposed to eat pork is in marshmallow.
yeah, and insulin and Jello and stuff like that. It's in a lot of things.
So you're feeding your children pork. Just letting you know.
But
I am evil. I am evil. Look at that.
but I'm telling you that the church I went to, those guys were so like they were
Strict?
so.
Pardon?
No.
No.
They were so like strict and wanted to follow all the rules.
Yeah.
They would not eat. They would buy different types of flour, and I think a bag of flour would cost them like $16 for one bag of flour. Because it's like they use mukumbu,
Oh,
thing.
the
It has
special
flour
flour.
and all of that.
Oh, okay.
There are other flours they use as well. Strictly like only garlic and onion and those types of seasonings, celery and parsley in their food. Nothing like sazon. You know that thing Lucians like
Yeah, I know.
sazon and the cube and all those and Maggi. We do, like the church I went to, they don't use those things, anything like that. My mom has been Adventist for a while now. My mother hasn't. My mother, who used to eat a lot of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You see the backs with the
Guess?
coupion,
What's Scoopy? I don't know what's
the
that.
fowl's butt.
Oh, you mean the Boda back?
Oh my gosh! we
Oh, you
didn't
mean
just say that.
you mean that?
So, yes, my mom used to eat that like crazy.
Really?
And when my mom decided to be an Adventist,
But it's yucky.
she just switched it off. I know a lot of people who eat that. I know a lot of people who eat that. Big up yourself, Davin, my friend. Yes, always eating that. Let me tell you.
I feel like.
But yeah, so okay, let's go to miss call. So yeah, when my mom decided to switch to Adventist, it wasn't hard for her to let go of.
Yeah.
My mom instantly switched off. She instantly
She instantly switched off.
She instantly switched off, and it wasn't hard for her to do. It wasn't hard at all. My mom just dropped everything. She lost a whole bunch of weight. When my mom turned vegetarian, she instantly lost weight, she surprised me. When I turned vegetarian, I lost a little weight, but it wasn't as extreme as my mom.
Right.
Well, I wasn't a vegetarian. I wouldn't say vegetarian because I would still eat
Meat.
no snacks, like a lot of cheese sticks and stuff. I wasn't into. I want to say good afternoon to Emily. I'm sorry, she's distracting me, guys. Hence the reason I've been choking. Good afternoon to you, Emma. She just video called me. My bestie.
My cousin. Hey.
But yeah. So I remember my mom lost a lot of weight. I didn't lose much, but then it was very easy for my mom to switch. She stopped eating cheese, milk, fowls, butts,
serious?
all of that. Yeah, she just stopped it. Like my mom didn't even think twice about it. There was nothing that was hard for my mom not to. Like nothing kept her.
The power of God.
Yeah, the power of God, right? Not Jehovah's Witness.
No, let me tell you. Jehovah's Witnesses are very strict. We eat everything, but we do not consume blood. We do not consume blood. Anything that has to do with blood, consuming blood or anything like that, taking blood, we just don't, we don't do that, And they're so strict. Like, if you are baptized and you got involved with someone that is outside of the congregation and you guys end up having intercourse, it's like, they actually put you outside for a while and they just put you on a cam and they're just like, well, you know what? You're not outside of out of the congregation. Like, you allowed to come to meetings, but you're just not allowed to communicate with other persons in the congregation because it's like it's like they say it's like you become a germ. because you don't know which person you can pull to actually do what you're doing. You know,
Right.
so this is why they actually pull you out, but they don't literally pull you out. Jehovah's Witnesses are strict. They are by a lot of rules, but we eat everything.
Right.
It's just we don't consume blood.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember, speaking of consuming blood, right? I remember the first time I tasted
Pudding.
pudding.
It looks nasty. I don't
Let
know
me
how
tell you.
It looks like a.
I've always been told, oh, it's bad to eat pudding.
It
You
looks
know,
like
that's blood, and
it looks like a
Jesus
penis.
doesn't think as the blood is where the life is. What does it look like? Oh my God, Kina.
It does,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
It kind of does.
My little brother said that. He was like, "That looked like a penis," and I looked at it and I was like, "For real."
Right. So
With all the veins. And
so, but I did try it the first time I tried it. I
you
was
liked
like,
it, eh?
oh my gosh.
You liked it, eh?
Let me tell you, my mouth,
Yuck.
but
So it has
my
a lot of blood.
stools,
For
my
real?
stools were like dark after, so I was like, no. I ate it about 3-4 times after,
Wow.
and then I just decided, you know
So
what?
does it have a lot of blood? Is it blood?
It's actual blood. But when you cook it and they season it up, they give it a lot of night. It tastes really good. I don't know why it does, but it really does, and I get why people eat it.
You're wondering why they have vampires all around. You're like the real vampires.
But it doesn't go with me. It's not for me, so I don't.
It's not for
I
me
don't
either.
really-
It's not for nobody.
Yeah, it's not for anybody, to be honest. And I remember when I told my mom that I
Consume
that I
that.
consume, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, Shanice, ou pas teni pour faire ça, ou savent c'est bail ça pas bon pour faire, ou c'est ish bon Dieu."
Sounds like
ou
my
connaît
grandmother.
primaire,
Sounds
et
like my
c'est ça, ou
grandmother.
kay bon, ou kay manger sans cochon. You know, my mother went off on me, and my mom wasn't having that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kina, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I've got to leave you guys now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
It's the time
sorry.
where we gotta say
Yeah,
goodbye.
we gotta say goodbye. It was a pleasure being with you guys. Hits Nation, in the words of Rashad.
Yeah,
Hits Nation.
yeah, Hits Nation.
Yeah, it
But
was a pleasure being with you
of course,
guys.
we just want to recap, guys. If you are going into dating, remember you want to take it slow. You
You
don't want to
really
rush into it.
Don't
Take your
time
to get to know the person.
Amen to that. Also, what do we speak of again?
Religion.
Religion.
It's yours to
It's yours.
choose.
It's yours. Your belief. At the end of the day, we all serve the same God, the same being, the same higher power. So, yeah. So, I mean, if you, it depends on you. So it's your belief, whatever. Don't try to force your religion on anybody for one, because I'm
For
going to bring a
sure.
lot of raw. But it is what it is. Whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat is what you do. And yeah, in terms of relationships and stuff. Good afternoon to you. In terms of relationships and stuff, don't rush into it. Like we said, take your time to get to know the person, date a bit, get to know that person, fall in love the old-fashioned way, and
Right.
everything's gonna be good. Don't rush anything. I mean, if the person genuinely loves you, like they claim to love you, then they're going to wait for you. So you don't need to rush into anything, guys. So that was about it for Two Girls and a Mic. Your girl Flawless alongside Kina. Catch you guys right back here tomorrow. I'm gonna be in from 12 to 4. You know, Kina is coming in at 3 to 4 to 7. I
3
keep
to
saying
7.
4,
I don't know
but
why. You want me to go with you?
Two Girls and a Cup is happening from 3 to 4.
Two girls and a mic, sweetie.
Two Girls and a Mic. Oh my God! Let me tell you, I've been saying Two Girls and a Cup for the longest. I'm sorry, St. Lucia. I just disgusted everybody who heard that.
Wow.
So yes, I do hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Kina is going to hold it down for the maximum overdrive, and I'm out of here. Bye, St. Lucia.
Drill.